Saturday marks 20 years since the World Trade Center fell. The terror attacks of 9/11 forever changed the world. All this week, we're taking a look back on how people here in the Wabash Valley responded to the tragedy. News 10's Heather Good and photojournalist Devin Ridgway sat down with the local man who responded to Ground Zero. They have more on how he worked to support first responders, saving lives.
Firefighter and Captain Tim Schott still responds to calls in the small town of Shelburne. But 20 years ago, he was dispatched to an emergency in New York.
We were all firefighters, but none of us had ever, been a part of something that devastating.
Schott also works as a rescue tools distributor.
Now everything's portable.
And on September 11th, 2001, he packed up anything and everything that could help first responders in their race against the clock to save lives.
Grabbed a lot of camping supplies, tents, sleeping bags, that kind of stuff, because we knew we'd be, we wouldn't be staying at the Hilton.
When he arrived in the city, grateful Americans welcomed him.
People with signs, God bless, and, just cheering, people coming in, and it was a pretty moving part of the trip for sure.
Schott got to Ground Zero the morning after the Twin Towers fell.
All of the gray dust, which looked like smoke at the time, was also falling all around, almost like a fog, so it was a really eerie feeling in the middle of the day.
And the work started quickly.
We immediately started making our presence known, what we could offer as far as additional equipment if needed, the training to use that equipment.
Schott worked around the clock backpacking life-saving tools to the men and women clearing debris and rescuing people from the rubble.
Middle of the night, we would get somebody beating on the wall, hollering, and needing some equipment fixed so they could continue working at night. On the rubble pile, it's so sharp, so jagged, hoses are getting dragged through and crushed by moving debris. So it was constantly something getting broke, damaged, dropped, smashed handles, trigger valves, that kind of stuff.
Schott was at Ground Zero for 11 days before making the trip home.
You wonder, could you have done more?
He came to this place with the tools to save people, but left with heartache knowing not everyone could be saved.
There are just some things you don't want the people to see.
But you saw them.
Of course. I just hope people remember that it happened and the way we responded to it as a country and a community and a nation, because I think a lot of people forget about that.
In Shelburne, with photojournalist Devin Ridgway, Heather Good, News 10.